Yep, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. About to run through the end of the season stats for y'all, bro. Number one offense in the league, number three in points scored, number two defense in points allowed. Maybe that'll change because obviously everybody hasn't played yet. But top five in every category, bro. Take a look at the player stats for the year. Obviously, Lamar has only played, I think, 3.5 games, maybe four. 15 for 8 on touchdowns, 73%. 112.9 QBR, but the guy that steals the show is Trace McSorley, bro. Now, he was up for Rookie of the Year. I definitely subbed him out. I didn't want him to win it because I have Lamar. There's no point in me keeping Trace McSorley as the long-term option, and I don't want him to win the award. So, you know, we force-fed the ball with Robert Griffin III as our QB in Week 17. And he threw 7 touchdowns, by the way. Justice Hill, solid in his playing time, bro. 6 yards per carry, 5 touchdowns, only 1 fumble. Being a smaller back, which is pretty damn good in my opinion. But led the team in carries, led the team in yards, led the team in rushing touchdowns. It's pretty fucking good. Knowing damn well going into year 2, he's going to be the starter full time. Here's the big stats right here, bro. Here's the big stats right here. The big 2. These are going to be the 2 best receivers numbers-wise in the league for a very long time, bro. Very long time. Buck 24, 1,980 yards, 25 TDs. That is 2 season records. 2 single season records right there. Now, the only guy that has a real chance at breaking it is the Giants. But, you know, I got to see who he plays. We'll check that out at the end of this. Also, Marquise Brown did this while missing 2 full games, and he went, you know, obviously the game he got injured in. So you might as well say 2.5, 3 games. So in 13 games is what he did. This is his numbers. $141 per game. Now, obviously shit opened up for us late in the season. We got that big game against the 49ers, and then another big game against the Browns. And the in week 17, Marquise went off. 19 catches, bro. He already had 100 receptions on the year, but you know, midway through the game, I realized I was really close to the single season record, so I force fed him a little bit. Got him some touchdowns and some catches, and there it is. That's the big 3 right there, and they're all under 23 years old. Marquise Brown, Miles Boykin, and Mark Andrews. Offense. Offensive line. Now, these guys aren't the greatest in the league, but they do the job that they need to do. For the most part, I can, you know, if I'm running a full offense the proper way, I can avoid these sacks. John Sullivan giving up 7 sacks when he's the veteran option on the offensive line. Marshall Yonda gave up 4, 2 of which he gave up to Aaron Donald, which is to be expected. Nico Siragusa, fucking awesome pickup, bro. He was a Raven before, but I don't know what team he plays on in real life now. Ben Powers did get a couple starts. Bozeman is going to be the backup for the rest of for the rest of his tenure as a Raven, and then we also have Skur, who's going to be cut at the end of the year. Von fucking cheat code Miller, QB killer Miller, 53.5 sacks, 25 sacks for Jalen Ferguson. He's going to be second in the voting for defensive rookie of the year for the AFC. Michael Pierce hopefully makes the Pro Bowl and gets a dev boost, maybe, with 9 sacks, 11 TFLs, and 39 tackles. And then Tavon Young coming out the edge right there, 6 sacks. Levine with 4.5. Earl Thomas with 4. We can get into the interceptions right here. Leading the team is the best shutdown corner in the league. Not really, but, you know, he's my guy. Marlon Humphrey, 11 picks, 18 pass deflections. Earl Thomas with 10. Tavon Young with 8. Jimmy Smith with 8. These guys, obviously, in a realistic, real-life situation, these will be all 4 Pro Bowl starters. You got both outside corners and your nickelback and your free safety up for the Pro Bowl. And then you also have Tony Jefferson down here with 6 interceptions as well, which is pretty damn good. 19 pass deflections. One thing we didn't do a lot of, which was forced fumbles. Not as much as everybody else, but Jalen Ferguson with 3. Von Miller with 2. Surprisingly, Von Miller only has 2 forced fumbles, bro, because he has that strip specialist superstar ability. But as you can see right here, we only came away with 5 of these forced fumbles. Couple of safeties though. 2 by Vaughn, 1 by Tony Jefferson. That was a user safety by me. And then interception, touchdowns, throwing picks in the slot. That's always a pick six because you're throwing it late to the flat, boyo. Yeah, that's pretty much it, bro. NFL records. I'll go ahead and show y'all for a season. Receiving yards, there it is, 1,980. Beat out Calvin Johnson, Julio Jones, and Jerry Rice. Three of the greatest to ever do it. We did it with pure speed, man. Like I said, the only guy that can actually catch up to this would be the Giants receiver, rookie wide receiver Slayton. He has 1,700 yards. So, I mean, it's not too far-fetched for him to get 200 yards plus in a game. And then receiving touchdowns broke the record held by Randy Moss. But there's, again, Slayton right there. If he gets 200 yards and 3 touchdowns in week 17, the record belongs to Slayton. But, you know what I mean? Marquise Brown got all the XP for breaking the shit first, goddammit. I'll take that. As far as catches go, he ranks 5th, I think, all time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 all time. Just behind Michael Thomas from last year in real life. That 143 that's elusive, bro. Real shit. That's really, really elusive. I probably won't go for it ever again. But yeah, there it is, man. We're number 6 on the list with 124 receptions. I don't think too many people are going to try to break that in CFM. Obviously, 53 sacks is a record. Nobody's close. The next best guy has 20 less sacks, bro. Von Miller's a cheat code. Interceptions not going to be broken by me. I think there's 2 Jets that have 12 picks. Oh, there it is. They have 13. They're splitting Marcus May and Jamal Adams. I don't think anybody else is close. There's Sam Darnold with 5,300 pass yards, and he's yet to play his Week 17 game. So he's most likely he's gonna break the record for pass yards in the season. So shout out to him. Passing TDs. I don't think anybody's close. There it is. Wentz with 47. That's pretty damn good, considering he's still got to play his game. Sam Darnold with 46. Those guys balling, man. Rushing yards. I'm surprised. Oh, you know what? I think he's hurt. That's why he's not up there. Nobody's up there for the season for rushing yards, which is surprising how easy it is to run the ball. Matt Breida with 24 TDs though. Up there for like what is that? 3rd all time? 1, 2, 3, 4th all time. Receiving yards, Marquise Brown, all that good stuff. But yeah, bro, that's it, man. Love, peace, and book. Grease. I'm out.